The Pacific Coast Highway is one of the most beautiful and picturesque highways in the world, and you'll be missing out on a lot if you don't explore this coastline at least twice in your lifetime. Yes, that's just how exciting and action-packed this tour can get. No doubt, settling for anything less than a perfect experience while here would be a huge mistake, especially since this legendary trip has what it takes to be the tour of your life. But then, with so many exciting things to do and places to visit, trying to narrow down your list can be quite the puzzle. Well, to avoid this dilemma, we have helped you put together a list of the top 10 things to do on your Pacific Coast Highway trip. Do stick around until the end to discover the firecracker activity at number 1 that will totally blow your mind. Here we go. Number 10. Ride the Pacific Wheel at Santa Monica. You already know you'll be having the time of your life exploring the Pacific Coast Highway. However, you may want to start your tour on a high note, and the coastal city of Santa Monica is the perfect option. Ever seen one of those Hollywood movies with breathtaking beach scenes and wished you could just go there? Well, your genie might have just granted your wish, because most of these scenes were shot right here on the Santa Monica beaches. And guess what? These fantastic beaches are not even the highlight attraction in this coastal town. Of course, you must have heard about the world's only solar-powered Ferris wheel, which is the Pacific Wheel, and it would interest you to know it is also located here in Santa Monica. This ride will certainly get your adrenaline pumping as the wheel spins at a heart-wrecking 2.5 revolutions per minute. Also, at a massive height of about 130 feet, you'll enjoy panoramic views of the Southern California coastline like you've never seen before. This activity is a must-do in Santa Monica, as it triggers the adventurer in you and prepares you for the loads of fun activities that await you here on the Pacific Coast Highway. Number 9. Get your groove on at the Half Moon Bay. Another mandatory stop for adventure lovers along this highway is the cute and curious Half Moon Bay. This charming slice of paradise sits pretty at the end of the highway just before you get to San Francisco, and it is a stop you don't want to miss for any reason. Talk about top-rated water activities, and Half Moon Bay got you covered like a blanket in winter. As with other coastal towns, Half Moon Bay has a classic collection of sublime beaches that you just can't ignore during your stay here. What's more, these beaches are always very lively, and you certainly can't help but join in on the fun activities here. But then, if you're not up for the high life, which is quite unlikely in these parts, you can have an equally good time walking the Half Moon Coastal Trail and admiring the breathtaking landscapes available for your viewing pleasure. Number 8. Relax and unwind in the picturesque town of Santa Barbara. If you conduct a poll for the best stops along the Pacific Coast Highway, Santa Barbara will definitely make it among the top choices, and for good reasons too. For one, this upscale town is one of the most beautiful places you'll see along this highway, and perhaps this is its main selling point. The white stucco buildings with red tiled rooftops here will definitely capture your interest, but what's most impressive in these parts is the picturesque blue lakes that will leave you jaw-dropped. Among the many wonderful things to do in this absolutely amazing town, you may want to head into one of the restaurants here to enjoy the mouth-watering fresh seafood on the menus. Moreover, a walk around this serene environment is therapeutic and is said to be the perfect way to relax your mind. While at it, you might also want to take a self-guided tour up the famous steps of the Santa Barbara Courthouse and admire the beautiful sunset from the tower. Number 7. Explore the seaside gardens at Carpinteria. If you find the luxury at Santa Barbara to be too expensive for your liking, then you might want to settle for the more affordable neighboring town of Carpinteria. But don't get it twisted, this laid-back town may be less expensive, but it is easily as fun and exciting as its upscale neighbor. Here, you'll find several beautiful beaches to relax and sunbathe, while the local cuisines will also leave your taste buds longing for more. However, the main highlight in these parts is the heartwarming seaside garden. This garden is a wonderland of plants, and you'll undoubtedly be captivated by the amazing aura of the colorful flowers. No doubt, flower smelling is one of the top things to do here, and a walk around the garden will have you falling in love with nature over and over again. Number 6. Go surfing in Malibu. It's no secret that surfing is one of the top things to do on the coasts, but what's even less of a secret is the fact that Malibu is as perfect as vacation destinations can get. This surfer's paradise is located around Santa Monica's mountain range, and well, as the saying goes, there's never a dull moment in Malibu. Get your surfboards out and explore the the friendly waves on any of the several beaches across this town. The fun in Malibu is unending, and even the spectators often get their fill of excitement watching the experts dazzle with their delightful moves. The icing on the cake, however, is the frequent celebrity appearances in Malibu, and if you're lucky enough, you just might be sipping the classic pina colada with your favorite celebrity by the time the sun sets on this magical city. Number 5. Get in touch with nature at Morro Bay. If you happen to be a nature freak, or maybe you just enjoy the calm and relaxing feeling of being among nature's finest resorts, then you'll certainly want to make a stop at the ever-so-natural Morro Bay. This lovely little town is more like a hidden gem and like a glory chest at the end of an adventure game, meaning that only the few who manage to find it can enjoy the rewarding view it offers. From tall, colorful trees to cool and classic beaches, it certainly doesn't get more picturesque than this. Of course, there's much more to do here than just marvel at nature's brilliant work, but you'll definitely want to take your time to admire what will arguably be one of the best views you have ever seen. However, once you get over the mesmerizing beauty, you'll discover the calm water waves that are perfect for kayaking. In fact, this is one of the few places along the highway where the water is ideal for kayaking, and you wouldn't want to miss this rare opportunity. Number 4. Check out the sand dunes at Point Mugu State Park. The next stop along this highway is Point Mugu, which is most known as the location of the Naval Air Warfare Center Weapons Division. But what you may not know is that this laid-back town is also home to one of the most impressive state parks in the United States. The different panoramic views here are to die for, but you'll definitely feel more alive hiking the rugged trails that lead to the park. One of the many unique things to see here is the giant sand dunes at the east end of the park that form a spectacular desert landscape. You'll certainly want to take out your camera and capture what might be one of the most phenomenal scenes you'll see on the Pacific Coast Highway while you're here. Number 3. Stroll the famous oceanfront boardwalk at Venice Beach. If your idea of a perfect seaside vacation consists of a quiet stroll along the beach, then you may want to add Venice to your list of stops to make along the Pacific Coast Highway. The famous oceanfront boardwalk offers a serene atmosphere for people watching, and this is an activity that has proven to be surprisingly nerve-relaxing over time. A walk along this oceanfront is a perfect way to clear your mind, and you'll also be treated to a perfect exhibition of mind-blowing murals along the way. So don't miss the opportunity to come enjoy serenity here anytime you're in the Pacific Coast Highway. Number 2. Enjoy beautiful views of sea lions at Pier 39. Talk about lively yet organized spaces, and you'll be making reference to the ever-busy Pier 39. Located just a few miles from the famous Golden Gate Bridge, this must-stop spot is a popular shopping center for tourists. So you may want to get in your shopping mood while here. You'll also find the restaurants here to be more than appealing, with sumptuous dishes that will get your saliva flowing. But if you would rather subscribe for an afternoon of entertainment, then the virtual 3D rides at the arcade will knock your socks off. However, the top activity in these parts will bring you to the docks, where you can marvel at the giant sea lions drying in the sun. Pier 39 is one of the last stops along the highway, and you can either walk, jog, or ride a bicycle through the Golden Gate to celebrate your completion of the tour in grand style. But then, your tour of the Pacific Coast Highway will never be truly complete without hiking up the famous Hollywood sign, which is at the number 1 of this list. Number 1. Hike the Hollywood sign in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is known as the Hollywood capital for good reasons, including the fact that it's the set for most blockbuster movies. The Hollywood sign, on the other hand, is one of the most famous landmarks in the country, and luckily, it's just off the Pacific Coast Highway. Of course, hiking to the sign is non-negotiable for adventure lovers, and it's often considered the main attraction along the entire highway. Here, you'll have no option but to get in your hiking boots and march up the trail for what can easily qualify as the adventure of your lifetime. Want more? Well, you can also visit the Hollywood Walk of Fame to cap off the highlight of an adventure that will feel so good you'll definitely want to go again. So guys, do you think we missed out on any fantastic activity that should be on this list? Well, drop a comment and tell us about it now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more exciting tips about your favorite travel destinations.